Hey guys, this is David Lucas, and it is December 23rd, 2022. So I'm sitting here and I was just reflecting. A couple of days ago, they said that they were going to get Donald Trump's taxes. Maybe a week or so ago, they're going to get Donald Trump's taxes finally after 6 years. I thought about that. I said, okay, well, they have reason to go after the man's taxes still, right? But 6 years ago, before he became president, everybody was saying, hey, check the man's taxes. Check the man's taxes. See if he's legit. See if he's what he say he is. And the IRS and the government didn't do it, right? So 6 years later, after the man has done all the things he's done, we've seen all the stuff he's done, okay? He's in the courts right now for all kind of crazy nonsense. The government just got his taxes after 6 years. And this is what I saw on the news. On the news, they said he lied on his taxes. He didn't pay taxes. And he scammed all these people. He didn't pay his taxes. But here's the problem with that. The problem with that is that, honestly, doesn't that just make our government look even more stupid than what they normally look? It's like you could have checked his taxes 6 years ago and you didn't. And now you check them and you say, oh, the people were right. We should have checked it. The guy was not legit. His businesses were not legit. His businesses were corrupt, just as people predicted. But they didn't do their homework, right? The government didn't do their homework. So then we had 4 years of this crazy president and all the crazy stuff that happened after he was president, right? So my concern is that the United States just keeps they just keep stepping in their mess. They just keep doing things over and over the same way, and they won't fix it. So now they're having to go back and possibly make amendments to the Constitution and different things, and make some things into law that was never law, like checking presidents or candidates' taxes, which should have been a law. It was a precedent, but it wasn't a law. It should have been a law. The other thing is, as all these investigations unfold, all these investigations that are going on with Donald Trump, like, for instance, he stole top secret information from the White House, claimed it as his own, put it in a closet somewhere in his house, that kind of stuff, okay? All of that stuff, as that stuff goes on, and as he's being investigated by the January 6th committee for the riot he created, my point is that guy and guys like him, his supporters also, need to really look at this. Nobody's pointing fingers at you, but you need to look at this. These guys are able to undermine the whole United States because we don't have laws in place to prevent them from doing that. And some of us have been saying that for years. Like, I'm not a constitutional expert, but from what I've read in the Constitution, there was nothing to keep Donald Trump from doing the exact things that he did. And as it was unfolding, we were screaming, hey, look at this. Hey, look at this. Hey, look at this, right? And nobody paid attention. And now they're looking. And I'm proud of what the January 6th committee just put out. We're going to talk about that. But what they just put out is pretty awesome because they just created a report. It's public. You can read it. And I hope people will take time to take a look at it. I'm going to look at it. I'm going to scrutinize it for myself. I want to see, because we can't believe the things that the government always put out there that and call it truth and just assume that it is. Because sometimes, just like in this incident with Trump's taxes, they don't do their homework. Okay? They don't always do their homework, and as a result, the people pay the price for that. So basically what they're telling you right now is that we've had a president that we possibly should have never had. Now think about all the things that Donald Trump did. We have a president that we should have never had. And he was impeached twice. He was impeached twice for his conduct. And we just had President Zelensky visit the White House and visit the Congress and speak to the Congress about this war that he's in. It's also feasible to think that if Donald Trump had done the things he was supposed to do, this war may not have ever happened. Because if you don't remember, I remember clearly, Donald Trump was trying to blackmail Zelensky to get some information on Joe Biden's son. And we were screaming about that. What is he doing? Is he colluding with the Russians? Is he doing this? Is he doing that? And why is he not signing off on the protections for Ukraine and all the packages that we send for Ukraine to help them with their war, help them protect themselves, help them, give them security? He was in the middle of that. He was blackmailing the man instead of giving the man what he needed. He was putting his funding on hold. So when you think about all the poor Ukrainian people who've died because they never got the stuff they were trying to get earlier on anyway. I mean, I'm talking in the past. I'm not talking about right now. Right now, we're rolling out a $1 billion package, or $1.5 billion, military package for them. I hope they get that soon and can protect their people and protect their country. But these are the kinds of things that we need to start thinking about, talking about, and seeing what's going on in the world and our place in it. Because I'll tell you this, now one thing I was right about is we didn't need a president like President Trump. President Trump did some horrible things. And some people say, oh, it's just for show. He's just a figurehead. He's a president. Presidents don't do it. Presidents have a lot of impact in the world. And we are reaping the consequences of that right now.